Good evening, guys. Tony back again, Horror in Todge. I hope you're all well. And it's day 8 of 31 Days of Horror. And tonight's review is going to be Jeff Nichols' 2011 psychological drama, Take Shelter. So, first time watch for me. Another nice second sight release. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the film, guys. And yeah, let's get into it. So, this one stars Michael Shannon, Jessica Chastain, and Shea Wingham. And it's not a horror film as such. Obviously, this is 31 Days of Horror, but it's the what the lead male character, Michael Shannon's character, goes through is horrifying. You know, I think it's quite terrifying and horrifying and real, and real. It's real life. So basically, essentially, it's very drama based, and you've got Michael Shannon's character plays a guy called Curtis, and he's married to Jessica Chastain in the movie, and they've got like a nice house. I think it's Ohio, in America they live, and they've got a little daughter who's really cute, and she's deaf, so they're speaking in sign language and stuff to her. And then he works on this he's like a manager of a construction site, and he's just starts having these like weird nightmares. Like he'll like he's got this dog, and he has a nightmare that it's bit him on the arm. So like it's grabbed him, and he wake up, and he's got this pain here for a long time, and he starts having these recurring like dreams, and then he'll wee himself in the bed and stuff, and he's just thinking, am I going crazy, or is something happening here? And then he starts to have these dreams of this tornado coming towards them, hence the name Take Shelter. You can see here, and he has this dream where there's like flocks of birds like getting away from like weather, when the birds all flock together, and he keeps having these reoccurring dreams. So he decides to act upon them and sort of makes a big sort of hurricane or storm shelter in his back garden. So they've already got a tiny one, which is all like cluttered up, like obviously because I live in Ohio, and it's like just like a little tiny one that'll fit. And he like buys this, I don't know, like a boat unit, and he sort of buries it into the ground. He digs it all out, and he makes this big like shelter. And then he starts having these hallucinations in the day about this storm as well. So he's not even asleep, and he just thinks he's losing his mind. And his wife thinks he's losing his mind. His best friend who works with him thinks he's losing his mind, and it's just like, it's really sad. He's like going to a psychiatrist and all this stuff, and then he sort of has a breakdown. It's a real effective film, but there is some like horror elements, because like in these dreams he's like holding on to his little girl, and there's like these, all the stuff around him will just start floating. It's very strange. And like I say, Michael Shannon's character does a fantastic job. The acting in this is brilliant. So I don't want to give too many spoilers away what actually happens. And then he'll be dreaming, and there's like the rain's turned into like this, like it's almost like crude oil. So he's like going out and buying gas masks for his little girl, oxygen tanks to keep in this shelter, to think if this happens, because he thinks it's going to come true. They've got all this apparatus in there to keep them alive, sort of thing. And he's trying to tell everyone, and no one's listening to him. And there's like a side story to it where his mum is in like this care accommodation where she actually had schizophrenia when she was 30 something, which is the same age as him, and he thinks maybe he's starting to go the same way as his mum. So yeah, you'll have to watch it, guys, if it is actually his mental state or it is the apocalypse and the end of the world. Basically, that's a story. But yeah, great little film. First time watch for me. But yeah, quite a harrowing sort of, quite close to home. What's happening to this Curtis? Michael Shannon's character. Yeah, if you ever suffered with like mental health, or it'll be quite close to the bone, like. But great performances throughout. Really enjoyed the film. Not one I'd watch all the time because it's very heavily drama based, and once you've watched it once, it's sort of, that's it. But great little movie. I'm gonna give it another 7 out of 10 for me, guys. Really good. Can't fault it in any way, really. It was fantastically acted, and it got its point across. I think it done really well. So yeah, that's day 8, guys. Take Shelter. Definitely give this one a watch. Get underneath in the comments. Tell me if you've seen this one. Great release, like I said, from Second Sight. Tell me if you've seen this one. What's your thoughts? If I'm right, what I said. If I'm wrong, always interact. If you need any questions about anything, not only this film, but anything, always comment underneath. I'll try and get back with you the best way I can. But yeah, that's day 8, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow for day 9. I've been Tony. Thanks for watching.